we're going to make chocolate cookie bowls. It's a pretty easy recipe. They do make a pan that you can buy, especially to make cookie bowls, but I'm going to use something different today. Well, anyway, let's get started. And first you're going to need a small bowl, and in that small bowl you're going to put 2½ cups of all-purpose flour into your bowl. You're also going to put ½ cup of baking cocoa. Now this is, again, unsweetened. You're also going to put 1 teaspoon of salt in that dry mixture. And then just with a spoon or a spatula, just combine it all together. Just stir it in, mix it. Doesn't have to be perfect, just blend it or stir it in as best as you can. And then set that over to the side for the moment. Next, we're going to need a larger bowl, and in that large bowl, we're going to put 2 sticks of unsalted butter that I've had at room temperature. I went ahead and cut it into little squares because I think it's easier to cream once it is cut up. Now you can use your hand mixer or your stand-up on this, but due to the video I am using my stand-up. And then just start to cream your butter in your bowl on high. And that shouldn't take you but a few seconds to do. Now, the next thing that you're going to put in is 1½ cups of granulated sugar into your butter. And I'll just put them just a little at a time, getting to the bottom of that bowl and working those sides. And just cream your sugar with your butter. And that won't take very long to do that either. Okay. And this is what we've got so far. Butter and the sugar combined. The next thing that you're going to put in is 1 egg. And work that into your butter and sugar. We're also going to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And again, we're going to just combine that together. And it will look like this. Now we'll go back to our dry mixture and start beating that in. And we'll do it just a little at a time. And this is going to make the dough, the cookie dough. It's going to take shape of a dough. And you're going to need to raise your speed because it's going to get thick. That's the rest of the dry mixture. And now on high, I'm just going to combine it all together to form the dough. Now you might prefer to want to do this in your stand-up, but due to the video, this would be much quieter and easier to see. And that's why I've chosen the hand mixer. And that shouldn't take you but a few minutes to bring that all together. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. I just want to get the sides of the bowl clean and get to that bottom. Now what I find is I like to actually refrigerate my cookie dough for about an hour. You can go ahead and work with it, but I find it's quite soft, and then you have to use a lot of flour with it. But it really depends on how you want it to handle for yourself. If you want it a little bit easier, I like to refrigerate it. So I'm just going to set this aside. I have some already that has been in the refrigerator. And I'll take it out. And this is just half of it. Now, you're going to be able to make 12 cookie bowls out of your dough. So this is just a small portion. Have some extra flour on hand to put on your countertop or your board. And then with a rolling pin, I'm using the small one today. Just roll out your dough to about 1/8 of thickness. So you don't want them too thick. So you want them about 1/8. Now if they do tear, and they probably will, you can repair them once you lay them on your pan. Okay, just gonna put a little flour on my roller here. And you're going to need at least a